Ready?
Drive begins with a run by Johnson. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play.
Here we go.
On the ground again with Johnson. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
Let's go. Cut.
They'll run with Johnson. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards. Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
Third and long for him here. Has it in close. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. So a touchdown on the board for him, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
Now probably still mentally kicking himself after that missed point after. He can take a little frustration out here as he kicks this away. On the return, here's Jones. They track him down, but a nice return in the end there, Brock. He's up to the 38. So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Johnson. And they crush him right near the marker. It looks close, but yep, Brock, I think he safely got that first down before the hit.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
All set up now for 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Here's Johnson again. And he gets some good yardage down to the 42. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you'll really break the backs of the defense.
He was looking for Dallas Goedert there, but still plenty of options left on 3rd and short.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. That one's cut along left sideline. He makes it in for the Los Angeles touchdown. The Chargers tie it up late in the 1st. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ballgame.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Ready, ready.
Now a give to Johnson, coming right.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
On the ready.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Set.
Throwing now, off play action. Jones reels it in. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. And we will not get another play. That's going to do it for the 1st quarter. 7-6 is our score. Back to Everbank Stadium in just a bit. Back for the 2nd quarter. It's Jaguar football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Come on, set.
2nd and 8. Oh, what a hit! Jars the ball loose! And it's scooped up by the Chargers!
Well, sure, you're looking to try to get a 1st down on 2nd down. You're trying to create a manageable 3rd down, but I'll tell you what you're not trying to do, ever, is give the ball away. And that's what the offense does to the defense right there.
And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Offense up to the line fast. They're going play action. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. So it's going to be 3rd and short coming up.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Set, ready.
On 3rd down, here's Johnson. He has the 1st and still going past the 35. And he gets this all the way to the 31-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Chargers will have a 1st.
Let's go now.
He's going to throw this one. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got 2nd down.
You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get. It's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. He was looking DK Metcalf's way there. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
Here we go, here we go.
Back to throw, needing a 1st. Metcalf's got it, complete. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. We're at the 2-minute warning now from Everbank. The Chargers in possession. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Johnson. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Setting up a throw. Looking touchdown, but can't connect. Took his shot at 6 that time. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Buys time, rolling right. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And 4th and 4 coming up. Here's a throw. He finds him beyond the marker. Touchdown, LA! All right, so this solid first half continues for Brock. They're into the end zone to extend their advantage.
And I think if you're a head coach, you've got to be very happy with the effort so far. You always preach about coming out strong, and they've been the ones dictating the tempo. As a result, they add to their lead.
The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready?
They'll come out throwing. That's complete to the sideline. Not a ton of room, but he does get the feet down.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Ready?
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Looking for a throw here. Able to find Jones. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. The Jaguars are going to call their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
Come on, set.
They'll throw it. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. The rookie from Penn State makes the play. And he's going to go. It's a pick 6. So much NFL history has come from within the walls of Soldier Field here in Chicago, and we're happy to return to it once again in its final chapters as an NFL stadium. Hello all, Kate Scott up here in the booth, and joining me as always, my partner, Brock Heward. All right, Brock, everyone hoping we see a competitive contest here, and both teams feel they can provide that.
Yeah, this should be a good one. I mean, you just stack these two teams up. We've all done our homework. They've done a lot more practice time and film watching and everything else. But by all accounts, the numbers will tell you, the talent will tell you, we're going to have a competitive chess match, and I can't wait to watch it.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Johnson up the middle. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. They send the tight end in motion. From the 38. That one's complete, right side. And this one doesn't go far.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. The rookie from Georgia has it. And the Bears are finally stopped on the return, but they'll still take over on the edge of the red zone. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
And they take him down, but he's able to get this inside the red zone. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. That's why they got the home run derby. But you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win, too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you get runs of that length. It may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
They'll need 4 to convert now after no gain on 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's caught for the 1st. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. Give them about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Come on.
They'll try and punch it in. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Running for it again. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. And they fake the spike. They're going to throw it. This one's caught. And he drives this forward to the 6.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
And their first drive won't end in points after all. He stopped, and they're going to turn it over on downs.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything, and boy, did they ever attack it.
Johnson gets it on 1st and 10. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2. This is Johnson heading right. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out. Third and short.
And he'll get this up to the 18-yard line. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. This time it's a passing play. That's him on the quick hitter. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Throwing now, 3rd and 2. Laporta with the grab. And he's tackled for a short gain. Through 1 quarter, neither side breaking through on the scoreboard. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. More Madden Ultimate Team action coming up on EA Sports. Back for the second quarter. It's Jaguar football. They are looking at 4th down, however. They're going for this. They can't connect as the coverage comes through with a 4th down stand.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Throwing from the gun. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
2nd and 10 now. Throws into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Jaguars take over at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Throwing off the play fake here. Finds him on the crossing route. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a 33-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger...
Touchdown, Jacksonville! So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
So following the missed point after, the chance to take his frustrations out on that football as he sends this away. Returning it from the 4. He lost the football. Oh, man, lucky break there. He falls on it himself. We nearly saw their problems really start to snowball following that touchdown. They've got 1st down from the 31. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Pass play coming here. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. And he takes this one back for the pick six. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would.
Where the Gator Bowl once stood, now stands this facility. TIAA Bank Field, as EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Jacksonville, Florida. Glad to have you all with us for another dose of NFL action. Kate Scott and Brock Heward here in the booth for you. And Brock, if the build-up to kickoff has been any indication this week, man, we're in store for a good one.
Yeah, we never have an NFL game without the two sides doing a little jawing in the days leading up to it. It's the game before the game, right? Any edge.
Uh-oh, it's a fumble on the opening kick. And they dodge a turnover there on the return. Ooh, got the hearts racing a little earlier than they wanted. My heart's racing up here, but fortune on their side this time, partner, as they do get the ball back and are going to have their opening possession after all.
Yeah, definitely spooks you a little bit, and you got to now make sure as an offense you settle things down. Maybe a good reminder, too, in the huddle. Hey, boys, let's make sure we take care of this football.
Runs into traffic and hits a wall. No gain. Brought down by Quay Walker. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. They'll try and throw it here. Wow, very quick throw, but they couldn't connect.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Let's go now.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Ready.
Back to throw. He has the first over the middle. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10.
Down.
Now an inside give to Johnson. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
And the hit stops him cold. Wow, he maybe got back to the line. Stuck to the ground, but nothing gained that time, and it brings up 3rd and 7.
Here we go. Here we go.
They're throwing it. He connects with the rookie from LSU. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or 2 short for the 1st down.
Less than a yard needed here on 4th. And the QB keeps it on the sneak. And he gets taken down immediately right at the line of scrimmage. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on downs.
I think we are so preconditioned when a QB sneak is called, we think it's going to be a first down, right? Well, I think they expected him to get it too, but now they got to adjust in a hurry and get their defense out there to make a stand of their own.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
That is not a good omen at all. You spend so much time, Kate, on the first 15 plays, and that first play, you've rehearsed it in your head over and over as a quarterback, as an offensive line. You never, ever want to go backwards, have such a negative play, but now you got to flush it and quickly move on.
Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Dropping back to throw. He finds Johnson.
You know, I don't mind the scheme. In fact, I like the call. Just not on that 3rd down in particular. Need to get it closer to the sticks to have a chance to move those chains.
Here's the snap on 4th. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Do you think maybe, just maybe, there's a chance of having too much confidence offensively? That's not a spot you want to see a team going for it on 4th down. Their defense right on the hook to try and pick them up after that miscue on 4th.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. They go play action here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling.
He lays out for it and makes the catch. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
10. Here we go. Ready.
He's dropping back to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars take a 6-0 lead in the 1st quarter. PAT effort coming up. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Jaguars will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Jaguars ready to send this downfield, and away it goes. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He's stopped on the return at the 27. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Trap 60, trap 60. Warriors 17.
They're going to throw here to begin the drive. On the move, headed right. He's going to keep it this time. And he's going to get past the 40 before he goes out. It's a massive 35-yard pickup. 1st down.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that 1st down anyway.
1st and 10, looking to throw. Escapes the pocket. He just throws this one away.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover, wisely throwing it away.
Into a crowd, and intercepted! Darius Slay has it! And just like that, a very run-focused drive comes to an end that time with an interception.
You know, a lot of times, Kate, when you're finding success running...
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Opening frame of the game, and 2 times already, these defenders have got home for a home run sack. They get their way, a lot more teammates are going to join them on the stat sheet with the takedown before this one ends.
Look at that touch, laid on a platter for him. And they're going to take this in for the...
Blue striker. Set, ready. Ready. Black Ultra. Cut. Steel black. Let's go now. Down. Here we go, set. Here we go. ready. Ready. Cut. Ready. Set. Ready. Rail, yellow. Set, hut. On the ready. Here we go. Set, cut. Set, ready, set. Let's go now. Come back in. Ready? Panther 11. Panther 11. Come on.
We've seen one half of football and no points just yet. Let's see who can finally break that deadlock here in our second half. Here's Smith on the return. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. Here come the Jaguars, taking the field on offense to start the third. And they could take control in the second half early, Brock, if they break the tie on this opening drive. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Kate, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40.
Here we go.
Play action on first down. Pass is caught at the 9. Touchdown, Jacksonville! The Jaguars take a 6-0 lead in quarter number 2. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. The Jaguars ready to send this downfield, and away it goes. To return, here's Raheem Mostert. And he gets up beyond the 20, but they plant him a few inches into the ground to end that return. Pittsburgh getting its offense all set to go. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. Look at this, the wideout gets it to start this drive. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Offense to the line for second down. Young working from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up. Shotgun snap now to Young. Oh, he lost the football. Oh, and they get it back. The play's still live.
We all saw the brief moment of full-on panic between the ball coming out and him getting back on it. The impressive part is he kept his composure while it was still loose. One mistake didn't become two, and he cleaned it up before any defenders could.
We don't get a return out of that punt. And it'll be Jaguars football. 1st and 10 from the 41.
Set, hut.
They'll run this with Johnson. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars push their lead further to start the half. The extra point is up, and it is good. And the Jaguars double their lead to 14. The Jaguars ready to send this downfield, and away it goes. Mostert on the return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Now Pittsburgh's offense running back out for a new series. They haven't been able to get that offense going just yet, Brock. The deficit at 14. The drive begins with a run from Mostert. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Out of the gun, Young. He puts some power on a deep one left. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Jaguars get it back after a marvelous defensive effort. The Jaguars in a good starting spot for this drive. Coming up, 1st and 10. Diving forward, and he makes the catch. And they get there to touch him down, Brock, but a big gain on that play. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Going with Johnson here. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Tackle made by Ernest Jones. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. A give, this is Johnson. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Give him 4 yards there, and they only need 1 more now on 3rd down.
Let's go now.
On the ground again with Johnson. And he's brought down for a loss. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game. Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2.
Down.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Here we go.
Goal to go. It's a pass play. He's got it. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they've paid the price over and over and over again.
The Jaguars ready to send this downfield, and away it goes. Flowers now to return it. Big shot at the end of that return as he gets it just past the 20. The Steelers' offense headed out. The opportunity to win this game is, well, it's long gone, Brock. They're down to their last opportunities now to avoid the shutout as well. Fits it through the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Young throwing here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Looking to throw, Young. No better luck than the last play, Brock, as he just has to get rid of it. So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Young on the play action. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! Jags pick it up. And the defense piles on at the end here as they take it back for the touchdown. The Jaguars put up even more points in a win. That one right down the middle. And the Jaguars grow their lead yet again. Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored. And with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense set to get back on the field. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Now it's Young. No place to go, so he just threw it away. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Back to throw. Here's Young. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Adoree Jackson makes the play.
Well, that's now his second time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the second on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
Finds a seam down the middle. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's a Jaguar first down. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Brought in close to the 8. And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Jaguars keep running away with this. That one splits the uprights. And the Jaguars continue piling onto this lead. The Jaguars ready to send this downfield, and away it goes. Flowers now to return it. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. The Steelers and Bryce Young making their way back out on offense. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of rough moments for him. This defense able to pick him off twice to highlight their performance against him. Young on 1st and 10. Throwing the out route complete. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 42. Oh no, he lost control of another one. Jags pick it up. Into the red zone. And the defense piles on at the end here as they take it back for the touchdown. The Jaguars continue adding to an insurmountable lead. That one right down the middle. And the Jaguars tack on 7 more to their lead. Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Now the offense getting set to go for the Steelers. And they'll get one final chance in a game that, to put it mildly, Brock, has been a bit of a miserable experience. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Another try following the sack. They're on him again, and he goes down again. The Jags bringing out the dime look. Third down. Young to throw it. And he's in trouble and gets brought down again. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down. He gets it away now from his own end zone. And the sunlight's not a problem for him. He looks up and makes the fair catch. The Jaguars in a good starting spot for this drive. Coming up, 1st and 10. Wow, they're going to pass it here. Completed over the middle. You mix it in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars throwing 6 more on the blowout. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
The Jaguars ready to send this downfield, and away it goes. Flowers now to return it. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Young looking to throw. Wow, it's free again! And the offense is there to recover, but they're still...
So, you want to hear another story, huh? One where the very fate of Pandora hangs in the balance? If not, too bad, I'm telling you anyway. First, there was the vault, an alien prison opened with a mystical key. To the warriors who opened it, the vault was just a container of tentacles and disappointment. They vanished into the wastelands, certain that the vault held no treasure at all. They were wrong. The vault's opening triggered the growth of iridium, a priceless alien element. Soon, the rare and valuable mineral emerged all across Pandora. Its appearance attracted many, including the Hyperion Corporation. They came to Pandora to mine iridium and bring order to the savage planet. Through their excavations, Hyperion uncovered evidence of an even greater vault. Their leader vowed to find it, to use its power to civilize the Borderlands, once and for all. But Hyperion weren't the only ones searching for the next vault's alien power. The call of danger and loot is not so easily resisted. Certain warriors came to Pandora in droves to uncover its hidden secrets. Some would call them adventurers. Others call them fools. But I call them vault hunters. Our story begins with them, and with a man named Handsome Jack.
It's cute that y'all think you're the heroes of this little adventure, but you're not. Welcome to Pandora, kiddos.
Great. Another dead Vault Hunter. Handsome Jack's been busy. Wait a minute. You're not dead! Yes! Now I can get off this glacier. Claptrap, your metaphorical ship has finally come in. Allow me to introduce myself. I am a CL4P TP steward bot, but my friends call me Claptrap. Or they would if any of them were still alive, or had existed in the first place. Oh, I've got something for you. Here, take this echo communicator that I totally didn't loot from one of these corpses. It comes with a Class 12 heads-up display, complete with a mini-map. Now, come, friend, let's get you inside. Man! This is great! Now that I've met a mighty Vault Hunter, I can finally join the Resistance and Sanctuary, take vengeance against Jack for killing my product line, and my central processor, so I stopped thinking out loud. I wonder what it's like to have a belly button.
I'll explain everything soon, but know this. You're alive for a reason, and I am here to help you.
Well done! Your ability to walk short distances without dying will be Handsome Jack's downfall. And open! Just a little added security. Gotta keep those bullymongs at bay, or they'll rip your eyes out. Sorry about the mess. Everything Jack kills, he dumps here. Bandits, Vault Hunters, Claptrap units. If I sound pleased about this, it's only because my programmers made this my default tone of voice. I'm actually quite depressed. Now, the creatures around here are dangerous. None more than this bully bomb named Knuckle Dragger. Killed everyone I know. Anywho, I keep a pistol in the cabinet over there for emergencies. But in here, we should be pretty safe. The gun in the cabinet.
Once upon a time, 4 Vault Hunters changed Pandora forever. But their time has passed. Thanks to Handsome Jack, Pandora needs a new hero. I know that hero is you.
Apart from the excruciating pain, this is great! I've been waiting for a mighty Vault Hunter to help me reach Sanctuary. I will be your wise leader, and you shall be my fearsome minion! Great! Just let me get this door open and we'll hunt ourselves a bullymong. Onward, seeing eye.
Welcome to the Gauntlet. Please follow the smell of vomit and tears so we may talk face to face. As the vomit was mine, I recommend facing away from me.
You will help me and I will pay you. This gate represents a test of your intellect. Are you clever enough to uncover the secret way to open it?
Congratulations, you are now a genius by Pandoran standards.
Exceptional. Using a mixture of Iridium Digistruct technology. And Scooter's salami-stained fingers. Try not to read into that.
I've put together the combat trials you see before you. If you succeed, you'll be ready for a new Pandora. A Pandora of overpowered enemies, better loot, and an abundance of nacho cheese. It's been an eventful year. Anyway, off with you.
Hello, old friend. Been a while, hasn't it? I bet you're wondering what became of our Vault Hunters. Let me tell you a story. After the death of Handsome Jack and the fall of Hyperion, Pandora was at peace, as much as it ever was. Their mission complete, the Crimson Raiders set their sights beyond the stars. You remember the vault key, right? It had that map with all the crazy floating holograms. The Vault Hunters believed it would take them to vaults across the galaxy. Of course, sometimes when you're busy looking forward, you forget to watch your back.
I do not understand why we haven't left Pandora yet. We are nowhere closer to finding the vaults. This map is the most important scientific discovery in all of human history, and Mordecai is using it as a coaster.
Does that matter? We don't even know which planets these are yet. I don't like flying blind.
Sanctuary's holding together using spit and wishful thinking. She's barely staying in the air, let alone leaving the planet.
We gotta do something. People are talking about disbanding the Raiders, saying Pandora don't need us now that Jack's gone. We need a leader.
She don't want the job, man. And can you blame her? Sometimes when you're the one calling the shots, people get hurt.
Not making a choice is still a choice.
So then, we have no plan, no working ship, no leader, and a soda can on the vault key!
Lil, we need to make a call. What do you think?
Ellie?
That ain't the engines, Lil.
This is Lilith. Sanctuary is under attack. All civilians evacuate the city immediately. Crimson Raiders, to me! Crimson Raiders, defend our home! Hold them off, Vault Hunter!
One down! Like, a lot more to go! They just keep coming!
Trust the God at your side. Enjoy your cash. What the thing? If you don't
Take him down, Vault Hunter!
I'm thirsty for blood! And soda!
Those enemies are well extracted for you. You'll get more experience from defeating them, but they'll be much harder to kill. Oh, well, Samuel with a skull next to his name. Run like the wind!
Bring it on, you bastards! Got him in my sights!
Who the hell are these guys? Keep it up, Vault Hunter!
Ha! Hell yeah!
vault key.
Lilith! There's too many of these pendejos!
This is Lilith. All Crimson Raiders, fall back to HQ! Just tell me where to point this sumbitch! Come on!
Time to change the world. Whose soul is this?
You alright, killer? I got as many people off Sanctuary as I could, but it was kind of...
sport. Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Big House. This massive crowd assembled here today to cheer on the Wolverines, already chanting, "Go Blue." This is not your normal matchup, a battle of top 5 teams, 2 forces colliding here near the end of the season. Cannot wait for this one. Big playoff implications. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the SMU Mustangs, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Wolverines will kick it away to start us off. And he'll leave the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. We'll hand it off. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
Looking downfield, it's Jennings. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. The defense recovers the fumble.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll run it from the gun. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back. That's caught. It's pre-scoring. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
The Wolverines line up with a 1st and goal. keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kurt.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
BAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the SMU offense is back out on the field now. That fumble in the last possession set up a touchdown. Can they bounce back from that costly error here? And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Got the first down, now looking for more. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
For offensive coordinators, you see big runs like that in the first half, and you get real excited because that opens up so much more of your playbook, especially all of your counter plays and your play action.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And they'll stop him after a short gain. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Back to throw. It's Jennings. Receiver makes the catch. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Love to see the short passing game as a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable and allows you to see how the defense is reacting. That can open up for other things later on.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. They get him at the 42, good enough for a 1st down.
Hey, I don't blame the defense here at all, Chris, for bringing the blitz. It's 3rd down and short. You got to get pressure on the quarterback, but you got to tip your cap to this quarterback. I think he was anticipating the blitz, so he's able to get the ball out of his hands quickly and pick up the 1st down.
He picks up 9, so just short of the 1st down, 2nd and 1.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. The Mustangs churn out another 1st down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. And they heave it deep downfield. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
He's looking for that deep completion. I love the chunk play. I love the idea of being aggressive. They just come up empty.
So 2nd down after the incompletion. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. He missed his receiver. It's incomplete. They come to the line, a long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. To throw, it's Jennings. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Defense able to stop him. It's 4th down now.
On 3rd downs like this, you can only allow completions in front of you as long as you can protect the sticks. And that's what the defense did here. They knew where the sticks were, and they were able to make the tackle short of the line.
No problem. Knocks it right through.
Now, I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Moves his way for a 1st down to the 35. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw it on 1st down. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. It's a huge gain. He's got it inside the 30. Touchdown, Wolverines. Just ran away from the defense.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
No problem with the PHC. The lead 14-3. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Here comes the Mustangs offense back on the field. Tough to win these games kicking field goals. They know they need to reach the end zone this time. Catch made across the middle by the running back. They get him down at the 41, but it's good enough for a first down.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
So one play moves the ball to the 41. Another first down. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they run it right into a blitz. And that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Grab behind the line. It's Carroll. They bring him down after a short gain there.
We see this all over the country now in college football. Defensive backs staying back a little bit deeper, forcing the quarterback to have to throw things in front. I like the decision here by the quarterback because he gets positive yards. It's a good way of staying ahead of the chains.
Okay, it's third down after that run. Scanning the field. It's Jennings. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Finding some room at the 25. Finally brought down at the 12. An explosive play puts him in great scoring position.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, SMU.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for a running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
Extra point is good, and they draw within 4 at 14-10. Now they get set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Stewart. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn in the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns their last possession. Throws to the tight end. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Tackle made after a big gain.
Nice play-action call here by this offensive coordinator. You can freeze those linebackers just for a split second. Usually that's going to give you enough room to be able to get that tight end behind them. And if the quarterback can make a nice tight throw like this, pick up some big yards.
And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
That's the end of the first quarter. Michigan 14, SMU 10.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter.
Let's go!
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Of course they're going to pick up the first down by running the football. You think about Michigan, you think so many legacy, incredible backs that they've had over the years. Tim Biakabatuka and Tyrone Wheatley and Leroy Hoare. Man, so many good backs have come through Ann Arbor.
He's taken down, but that's a nice game. They'll spot the ball now at the 35. And the Wolverines begin a new series here, 1st and 10. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
And he's got it from 49 yards out. What a powerful kick.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And so it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the SMU offense is back out on the field now. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make nowhere to go? The ball knocked loose. Recovery by the defense, headed the other way. Touchdown, Michigan. The defense adds 6 points.
Oh, it's your worst nightmare if you're a quarterback. They bring the blitz. He doesn't recognize it. Ball goes on the ground. Defense does a great job of picking this thing up. That's exactly what they hope for. Catch the quarterback off guard. It works out. It gets them a touchdown.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Kickoff team's on the field. See if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. First down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
2nd and 10 here. Looking to pass, it's Jennings. Receiver makes the grab. Defense makes the stop very close to a 1st down.
Well, the receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver, gets the separation, and at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Gets into space at the 50. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Mustangs. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch, and this defense just unable to corral him.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Michigan offense back out on the field. Had to reluctantly settle for a field goal last time out. Really want to find the end zone here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. See what the call is on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Slides the quick throw. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Handoff here from the shotgun. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Extra point splits the uprights. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Mustangs offense back on the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. Short throw to the back, an easy completion. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
But the defense coordinator this week already telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Now it's second down here. And the wideout goes in motion. That's a design quarterback keeper. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Boy, this defense is strong up front. Linebackers are flying downhill, able to make plays against this run game. Now they get this offense to another third down. Now you pressure that quarterback and try to build on the lead.
Looking to throw. It's Jennings. Fires it to the wideout. Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. It's a big gain across midfield all the way to the 39-yard line. And the Mustangs pick up enough for a first down. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Escapes the pocket. In the clear of the 25. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first and keep this drive moving.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
A nice little simple touch pass here by the quarterback, getting the ball out to the receiver who's in motion. Look, that doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. And no offense is ever going to say no to moving the chains.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate it.
Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Ponies.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're only in the second quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football out to the 25-yard line. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. We have a shootout developing here. Each offense scoring a touchdown in their last possession. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense does a good job of pressuring the quarterback, but really impressed with the quarterback's effort. Not only does he pull out of that, but he's able to get back close to the line of scrimmage.
Oh, the pass is picked off. Can he take it all the way? And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Chris, he's just trying to find the hole in his own coverage. But as you know, those windows can open and close pretty quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So the timing's got to be just right, or you're going to see an interception like this.
And the single back takes the handoff. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. On 3rd and short, they hand the ball off. The game moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be 1st down and goal.
Here's a great example of a back knowing where he needed to go on this play, and he didn't mess around. He got between the tackles and earned every single yard.
1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Coming up, 2nd down and goal. To the air, it's Jennings. Caught near the goal line. Brought down, but the catch moves the ball all the way down to the 1.
Love to see the positive yards here. Down inside the 10-yard line, you're looking for anything to get closer to the goal line. Now it's going to set up 3rd and goal. Got to find a way to get this ball into the end zone.
Here's a carry for the fullback. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. So what's the play call? It's 4th and goal from the 3. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, SMU.
Perfect timing here by this quarterback. Great read, puts the ball where his man can make a play on it, and they're an extra point away from tying this game up.
And the point after is right down the middle. The PAT ties the game here in the 2nd quarter now. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And he'll lead the kickoff right there to start the 25. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And the pass is incomplete. We're down to just 4 seconds remaining.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And he flings it out to the left. He had all day to throw. They finally make the stop after a big play, but time runs out on the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Mustangs will kick this away to start the 2nd half. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Mustangs offense is back on the field. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. Breaking free at the 35. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Finally tackled down at the 17-yard line. Now this offense in great scoring position.
And this guy is as fast as there is in college football, and it's so much fun to watch him when he gets out in space with room to go. And you just know the home crowd is loving this.
Caught in the backfield. It's pre-scoring. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Well, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
Hand off to the right side. Will he score here? Touchdown, Michigan. And they go in front here in the second half.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, results in quick and positive results.
PAT puts them in front by 7. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the SMU offense is back out on the field now. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. They're going to run it. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking to throw. It's Jennings. The pass rush closed. Here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. And the defense jumps on the football.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. On the ground, it's Marshall. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And he just throws the ball away there and leaves to play another down. That's a smart choice on first down. Offense facing 2nd and goal. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. They stop him again. Back-to-back plays go nowhere here on the goal line.
So, Chris, they try to throw it on 1st and goal. Now they try to run it in and get pounded at the line of scrimmage. What would they go with here on 3rd down to try to get it into the end zone?
3rd and goal. Looking to throw the ball. He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. Well, no surprise from offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
Automatic on the PAT. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Now he comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Here comes the Mustangs offense back on the field. They fumbled it away last time, and now they're in a big hole. They got to react quickly here. Looking to scramble. Extending the play now. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Love the aggressive mindset from the play caller here on first down. Take a shot downfield. The only thing is, they're all covered. Nobody's open. He gets flushed out of the pocket, decides to run towards the boundary and gets out of bounds, and a good gain and a first down.
It's incomplete. They waited all game for a chance to intercept one. Instead, it's second down. Looking downfield, it's Jennings. And this one is caught.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
On third down, he drops to throw. Pump over the middle. It's Moore. Tackle inside the 40, and it's good enough for a first down.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Looking to throw again. He fires this throw and is intercepted. Not much on the return there, but the takeaway will set up the offense at the 38.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And the Michigan offense back out on the field. And now the handoff. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on play.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Here's the second down play. He'll hand it off. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
Hand off to the back. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. He's past the marker and still going. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. The Wolverines looking to keep this drive moving. They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And a spin move there before he's tackled. Picks up a solid gain, though.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
Caught quickly. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Once you can establish the run game, the play action is so effective. Those linebackers' eyes get caught up on the run, and you pull the ball, and you've got open targets behind him. It's a great example of using the run game to set up your play action.
The Wolverines lining up here on 1st and 10. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Grab down the middle. It's Moore. Touchdown, Michigan. This offense really clicking. How important was that touchdown, Kirk? It's now a two-possession game here in the second half.
It's a great job of this offense with their execution and having situational awareness here in the second half. They now have, as you said, Chris, this two-possession lead. They got a great chance to finish it off and get a win.
And the extra point makes it a 3-touchdown lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the SMU offense is back out on the field now. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Here comes a handoff. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
2nd down after that previous play. To throw, it's Jennings. Receiver makes the catch. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
3rd down, the offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the 3rd quarter. Quick pass, here comes a jet sweep. Defense stops him short of the markers, and now it's 4th down.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards, didn't quite get the 1st down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Tackle after he makes the 1st down as the seconds tick away here in the 3rd quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Michigan 52, SMU 31.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. They'll hand it off. Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here, keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Using the ground game here, tailback has the handoff. Tackled up near midfield at the 48.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Tackle made at the 41. That's 1st down yardage.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a 3rd down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on Old Reliable with that offensive line, and they come through for you.
0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Looking to pass this time. Caught over the middle. It's Carroll. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now.
Man, this wide receiver has been a difference maker in this football game. He's got 2 touchdowns already. Now they look to him again, and he picks up the 1st down.
On the handoff, they'll test the right side here. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where the heck was that all game? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come out of this. You're going to have some bad games from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready in the future. But that right there, that's what they've been looking for all game.
Ball back at the 10-yard line now for 2nd and goal. That's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. 2nd and goal for the offense. Looking to pass. It's Jennings. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Now look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
Well, that interception really about cost him the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. This has been a tremendous performance by this team. Now just the finishing touches. Run out the clock and let the party begin. And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line.
That's the mark of a well-coached team. These guys don't even pay attention to the score. They're just out there executing and churning up yards. Good, solid run there as this clock continues to wind down. This offense has had a great day.
And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. Stop out at the 39, but good enough for a first down.
Hey, it's not a lot, but it's enough to get the first down.
That's an important first down on that running play.
Here we go.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Football comes out. Defense recovers the fumble. Big takeaway.
Boy, incredible job here by this defense to create this turnover. It looked like this game was over, but now with this turnover, they got a chance to get back in the game.
Here comes the Mustangs offense back on the field. This has been a rough game for these guys. Not much left to do but play for pride. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, as this clock winds down, it has been a rough day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going. You hope they're able to go back, look at the film, try to learn from the mistakes, and come out the next week looking much better than they did today.
A really entertaining one. It was fun one to call. They get the W.
Hello, everyone, and welcome. We are surrounded by pageantry and tradition, and it's clear to see that college football will be at its best today. They're lining up to boot it away. Bringing it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. The give to the tailback. Just ran over it. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long... And the ball's on the ground. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. The drive continues after that fumble scare sent the offensive coordinator's blood pressure into orbit. They went right back to him, and he went right back down. It's going to be 3rd and 10. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. That's caught. It's Cochran.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up.
The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. 3rd and short now from their own 48. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to make magic with his feet. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. Let's see how successful they'll be on 1st and 10.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
A little screen to the running back. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now, you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
It's good. Easy call for the refs. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Man, these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
Finds his man. It's Harris. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
You know, this is a running back who wants the ball, and he wants the offense to run through him. Really nice job there on the third down of this opening drive for his offense. I can't wait to see what kind of game this guy's going to have.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's got his man. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Defense better dig in for the run. Heavy formation is there. They'll try to power their way ahead. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And it comes as absolutely no surprise. The offense will stay on the field and go for it on 4th and inches.
The offense with a big opportunity in the red zone.
It's 1st and 10 from the 13. They want to run this quarterback. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And RD, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 Russian defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Splits the uprights, it's good. And the field goal ties it up here in the 2nd quarter. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Here's the give off the left side. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll go right back to the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
On 3rd down, going up top. Firing to the right, complete. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Finds his man, and they convert. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
Looking to move it through the air. It's complete on the right side. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Now on 2nd down. On the ground, it's Cochran. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Powers through the defender. Trucks through the defender.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, third and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. Third downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. On first down, here comes this offense. Looking for a crease to the left. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. They'll give it to the back. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Ball in plus territory, first and 10, under a minute to go. We might get a touchdown before halftime. They want to run it left here. And it's in for a touchdown. Ready to try the point after. And they knock through the extra point for the 10-3 lead. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Harris. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
It's first and 10 from the 38-yard line. He's looking to throw it. Unloads it downfield. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
You know the saying, no risk it, no biscuit. If you want big plays on offense, you've got to be able to take shots. They didn't hit that one, but moving ahead in the second half, expect this offense to keep dialing them up.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Got it in the middle, it's Harris. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. This is not leather helmet era football. This is analytics around midfield, four-down territory. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. It's Harris. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. A great spot to start this drive for the offense. They'll throw it on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
At the 20, he's got space. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Zings it complete to the right. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. Got it! That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Trying to make their way to the promised land on 3rd and goal. The final gut punch. Touchdown on the short run.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away.
Returner goes out of bounds.
Line gets set, 1st down. They go to the ground. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Using the quick game. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. He's going to pass. Working that left side now. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
They'll try the run.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Not willing to try that 55-yard field goal. They'll try to move the chains on 4th and short. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Gets rid of it. He's got it, and they convert. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on 1st down. He'll throw it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. No huddle here for the offense. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. They were really starting to put a drive together. After a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. With the catch, it's Cantrell. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? They're not into threes, they want sixes, and to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on fourth down. Tight end finds a soft spot. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. Now the crowd responding in the red zone, trying to help this defense. He wants to throw. Scrambling away. They get him on the ground, didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Running to the left. Pushes and picks his way ahead for 6 yards. He's down at the 8. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll use the running game on first and goal. Keep it on the ground, and he's in for the touchdown. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So they played keep away and held it for 16 plays on the scoring drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll throw it on first down. They're bringing heat. And he can't pull the trigger, and that will be the final play of the third quarter. We wrap it up with a sack. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. He's right on target. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Caught over the middle. It's Massey. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They're going to throw it again. It's complete to the right. Turns it on at midfield. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. He's got an open man. And no one is going to catch him. Cruises into the end zone for a touchdown.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Here's the handoff. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You gotta have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm gonna start, and I'm gonna stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. Getting late, pressure building. Huge 3rd down coming up on the road for this offense. Finds his big tight end. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
Man, we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot, just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on first down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these first downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable.
Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the first down.
Yeah, and just understanding where you're at on the field. Make sure you get those feet down before you get too close to that sideline, so I give credit for that catch. Nice job. Nice pitch. Nice catch.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. At the 35, he's loose. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. They're going to ride this running back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. Makes a catch and knocked down. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. They're trying to get to it. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the first down.
Yeah, and the QB decided to take it himself. He got a little bit of pressure, you could see, and decided to take off, scramble, and couldn't get the first down. And now it's 4th down decision time. No matter where it is on the field or what the distance is, you know there's a chance. We still might go for it.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Complete, out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
The noise level is relentless here on 2nd down. Power football with the run. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
You know a field goal can tie the game right now. You have to at least give yourself a chance to do that. So I don't mind maybe taking some shots, but every time you draw back, you're risking taking a sack. You've got to dial up plays right now, I think, that are high percentage throws. You've got to run the football to at least give yourself an opportunity to push this game into OT.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Right down the boulevard. It's good. They have taken the lead in the final seconds, guys, and the celebration has erupted on the sideline. That late clutch field goal put them on top. They can almost taste victory if they can keep them from scoring to tie or win the game. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. Comes out throwing on first down. Quick strike complete. At the 40, there he goes. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. That's the entire scenario you build up in your head in the backyard. Final drive, everything on the line, and you get the W.
So dang cool. How many times did you do it in your backyard just like that, like you're talking about, Reese? Making the play to win the game on the final drive when your team needed it the most, Jesse. Just coming through in the clutch.
Yeah, as players, you love this, and that's why you rep it in practice throughout the week, these 2-minute type situations late in games. What are you going to dial up? What can you go execute? What can you lean on in order to get the W here? Great job by the offense.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team,